start the Grapple Asia podcast episode, we want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors and people that support us. Softspot.Açaí. Kat has a little store now in Tonglo, and they do some incredible acai. It's sugar-free, no preservatives, and they have little pop-ups around the place. They had a little pop-up in Paragraph and M Quartier recently, but they're mainly based in Tonglo. They're available on Grab as well, and they do some great dairy hybrid options as well, and their nut butters are incredible. The pistachio one I highly recommend personally. Our sponsor is fightaesthetic.asia, and if you use code GRAPPLEASIA, you'll get 10% off everything except from the Alpha Gi. So thank you to Aesthetic for always supporting us. And we actually do also supply them in Thailand with free shipping as well. So my guest today is Diwiz Piyalama, or as everyone knows him as Diz. And he is the founder, head coach of Lock and Roll, co-founder of NWC, and co-founder of Guf Pass, a pretty popular podcast in Nepal as well. So yeah, good to see you, man. How you doing?
So good, man. But to be honest, in Thailand, it's people, all my friends that are already, associates there, they call me Diwi.
Yeah, Diwi, yeah. Diwi, Dizzle, whatever.
Thailand's, everyone, as soon as I land, I introduce myself as Diwi.
So, what have you been up to? I mean, apart from hosting the biggest MMA events in Nepal, traveling to China for Rabindra, coaching, so many different things. I mean, man, you're a busy man.
Thanks, bro, for having me here. First things first. But none of it would have been possible without, I'll go again from the roots, my roots here in Arate. I'll have to say that. So whatever I'm doing associated with martial arts, mixed martial arts, Jiu-Jitsu, I got my confidence through my years and association with Arate. That's for damn sure. So yeah, right now, MMA promotion, gym, this and that has been decent. I can't complain, but it's not just me. I've met the right people at the right time to make a team that it can be. I don't have to micromanage. Like I'll have some freedom to go train with Rabindra, do the other necessary work. So NWC, we are currently really focused at growing talents at the grassroots level and consistently giving them fights to the point we pay amateurs.
That's awesome.
Decent money. And we pay amateurs like everything, stay, food, so sponsors. There are people building up. I mean, we got debts, this, that, but it's all right. We will win that battle too.
Yeah.
But right now, as I speak and I sit here, my mind is completely, slowly turning towards a fight camp with Rabindra for his next fight, where I see myself as a training partner, mainly for his jiu-jitsu part, and I see myself as a coach, right, and his mental coach to a certain extent. And yeah, he has a fight coming up on August 2nd in what we call Matrix Fight Night. That is India's Bollywood run. Seriously, it's run by Bollywood. Yeah. That promotion.
And who's the opponent? Could you give me a little bit of information?
Yeah, his opponent, his name is Chungren Koren. He's he comes from a good gym called Warriors Cove. They are more wrestling, cage wrestling, grinding kind of. He has a grinding kind of a wrestling heavy game. So it's gonna be interesting because Rabindra can grind too off the cage, even taken down. He can do body locks, all that stuff. But make no mistake, this time he's looking for a knockout. We don't wanna. Our game plan mindset. I won't give away everything, the game plan. But if we grapple, we wanna dominate. Like it's his first. It's for the title belt for bantamweight. So it's gonna be 5 minute, 5 rounds. That's potentially 25-minute brutal grinding, So through Rabindra's last loss with that Ismail Khan, that was a grueling grappling 3 round fight. Yeah. So he has learned a lot through that fight, experience-wise. Now he knows how to pace himself, not burn out in the first round. This next fight is a 5-rounder, bro.
Yeah, energy efficiency is really important.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to...
The one thing I think I realized from that position is how true Craig Jones was when it came to jiu-jitsu positions not being pinning positions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody, athletic guy wants to get up, it can be a problem.
Yeah. So I remember Danaher criticizing the 3 biggest things in jiu-jitsu that's a problem right now. Number 1 was leg locks, which they've fixed. Number 2 was wrestling, and number 3 was your ability to impose top position and keep top position, basically. And a lot of jiu-jitsu guys, they just sit the guard now these days, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I remember when Rabindra got into, for example, technically he got into dominant positions. Side control, when he got to mount, he got to mount a couple of times as well.
Couple of times.
Yeah.
Not just once.
Yeah.
Couple of times.
But what I realized from that match as well was leg riding is really important.
100%. Mm-hmm. I also learned from that match, his last loss, was that amateur experience counts a lot. Like, for sure, that fighter and Rabindra, that was an easy winnable fight for Rabindra, to be honest. It's just, he didn't have the experience the other guy had. I'm not making excuses, but it's true. The opposition had way more amateur experience in really good levels. You know, he fought in IMAF, medal in IMAF, amateurs, world level stuff. So he knew how to, even in a bad position, like how to conserve energy. Basically came down to energy efficiency stuff. Now, learning from that fight, again, his next fight, learned more that the China fight. Now I think he's 26 for a shot like this, you know, decent money, decent exposure, like one for the road, kind of a belt, you know, for his higher aspirations. This is, I think, perfect time. And right now he's working with SOMA Fight Club in Indonesia. They are a fantastic team, bro. How the environment, the team system, you know, the camaraderie. They're like fighters from top UFC, Bellator, PFL, One Championship, like a stable of mixed culture, mixed style, mixed body type, crazy MMA room. A slightly more focused towards striking, I would say. It's a 60-40 deal.
Yep.
Right?
No, you just follow up the other 10% yourself, huh?
But I like it because that is what Rabindra needed, to be more expressive with his hands and legs and his limbs, you know, from a striking range. So, yeah. So let's see, August 2nd, my mindset is there. Now I'm slowly coming to Arate for like 8 days. It's just me to be, you know, ready when I hit Bali from ground running. I'm trying to jiu-jitsu his ass because his opponent is a good jiu-jitsu guy too. So, yeah.
He had a fight in China recently, didn't he? It wasn't even that long ago. It was
it was just 2 months ago.
Yeah. That's quite a quick turnaround. Why did you just decide to go for the quick turnaround?
No, opportunity just arose, you know.
Yeah, you gotta grab it when you can.
Mike, his coach, and Yusuf, these 2 gentlemen from SOMA right now, they run the program at SOMA. They've got him a fight. So, yeah, he didn't take any damage, nothing in the fight.
It was a quick match.
It was good, fast, good match, you know, made a statement. You know, Brave wanted him to sign again with Brave for a longer term, but I think we spoke as a team and we decided to be more free agent, take one fight deals, you know, not get tied down to any organization would be best for his career right now. So yeah, right now this is a big one, bro. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. This next fight is going to be a big one because he's got the eyes on him from good people, you know, who are really connected with the MMA world, global level stuff. So yeah, I mean, the country is watching, you know, he wanted this pressure. Fucker has it now, so let's go.
You can take it. You can definitely take it. So you're back in Bangkok and you're here until the 2nd.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your plan? Just training.
Yeah, training, to be honest, bro, to be completely honest, smoke some weed and train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything like you want to focus on in terms of like training, let's say, for example?
Nothing, just try and hit things that I've been working on.
Right. I've noticed you've been working on the leg entanglements, man.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Because I honestly feel, for MMA especially, especially from bottom, if taken down, I honestly feel K-guard entries are the best for MMA. I don't know, what do you think about it? I went through a lot of like videos and stuff, tried stuff. K-guard from full guard especially, when you get to full guard, rather than doing anything else, just try and get into K-guard, use it to get up, pendulum them forward or scramble up, or enter into leg locks, because your head is away from the punches too. If you can really dive in, your head is here like this, before you know, your legs can come in. If they defend the leg, you can do like wrestle up or create space, or even threats to scramble up.
Actually, today at Open Mat, the former head coach of Tiger is going to be there, Joseph Henley. He'll be there. Joseph Henley, he used to be the head coach of Tiger Muay Thai.
Oh, Tiger Muay Thai.
Yeah, and he'll be there today, Open Mat at 12. And yeah, he was a wrestling top heavy guy as well.
Yeah, man, Tiger is like a den, man, I think.
Yeah, Phuket's growing quite aggressively. They've even got that former Judo Commonwealth guy, Owen Livesey, in Bangkok now. Yeah, he's teaching there.
The guy whose head is always busted. He had that head.
Shaved head, beard, British guy. He used to run Carlson Gracie Hall.
I saw him compete a bunch of times with like that headgear. Yeah. I don't know what that was.
But yeah, he recently moved to Thailand, and he's teaching down in Phuket now.
At what gym?
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah, they hired him there. It's crazy.
Bangkok is like good level of business and
it's a good
MMA pro, curriculum, I think. Like.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you about how things are going at Lock and Roll MMA just now.
The spots I have are getting smaller, like to run little wrestling heavy classes, For Jiu-Jitsu ground stuff, to do like sweeps and positional sparring and stuff, it's alright. But to do like a little live wrestling rounds, it's been small. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but I gotta shuffle the schedule and stuff. I have guys like who can do beginners class now and who can teach, and I let them teach because they can. Yeah, you can only be a good teacher if you practice, right? No one's a born teacher, right? So if there are any privates that come like looking for me and stuff, I make it a point to give it to the guy who I think can do justice and at the same time improve his skill of teaching and make little money on the side.
Absolutely.
And experience at the end of the day, because eventually, if we as a team at Lock and Roll right now, we are to grow in the next 3 years, everybody needs to be a good quality, like fundamental, bro. I'm not even asking you to do like crazy stuff, just basic, solid fundamentals, that a little MMA bias, but yeah, MMA stuff, basic striking. You can take a beginner's class. So, yeah, my energy has been towards the fight team, who will obviously compete, who will obviously represent Lock and Roll. But at the same time, they can take classes, privates, group classes. And when I'm traveling for training camps or my own training abroad, like they can run that gym without me at all having to be there, like,
So here's my question to you then. So you've started delegating your fighters to start teaching a little bit of classes here and there, right? Is there a curriculum already set out for them to follow?
Yeah. I mean, we talk. Okay, this month, what are we focusing on? Yeah. Like monthly, we have a meeting. Okay. And we talk. Okay, this month may not be written because I don't really like to write and show people. I'll give you my monthly. Let's say we have a meeting like this,
basically.
And there are like 6 of us whom I trust. Okay, in my absence, brothers, this is yours now. You gotta run this ship. But this month, let's cut down on jiu-jitsu a little bit. Let's increase boxing a little bit. because I have boxing coaches that I have hired. I mean, we have working together. So, okay, my classes that I used to do jiu-jitsu or some MMA stuff, let's add boxing for a month. So the entire people who sign up for the curriculum, like MMA curriculum, okay, because they can reduce in jiu-jitsu a little bit, but now for 1 month their hands will get a little sharper.
Yeah.
So when I'm back, we'll do jiu-jitsu, increase the jiu-jitsu part. So when I'm there, we grapple more. When I'm a little away, they box more.
Yeah.
So, and people, bro, to be honest, you know, as a business, striking sells more, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Like kickboxing especially, not even boxing, kickboxing.
It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You get the endorphins a lot quicker than you would in jiu-jitsu. Because when you first go into a jiu-jitsu class, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know how you're moving.
Years, man. I still don't know, bro, what's happening.
Well, something clicks eventually if you keep coming, but it does take a couple of months to actually like feel the reward, you know. But long term, it's a good investment, I would say. But I was just thinking about that because this month on the 16th, I launched the Nogi beginners curriculum. And I'll be launching an 8-week leg lock beginners curriculum as well. So I was just wondering how you would structure it, because in my mind, when I first launched the white belt program, which was a 16-week curriculum for gi, I went through the whole thing to make sure there wasn't anything wrong with it, the programming that I decided to pick. And I would get someone to shadow and be my assistant. And after the 16 weeks, I would let him take charge. I can concentrate on the other projects, and every class, maybe once a week, if there's 3 classes, I'll come in one class and just check how he's coaching, what he's thinking about, what areas he needs to work on, stuff like that. So they shadow you for 16 weeks, and then during that 16-week period, you come in once a week to just watch how he runs the class, basically. Like, because at the end of the day, when it comes to coaching as well, you can't be someone that you're not. You have to be you, and you have to add your own personality to it as well. So yeah. So with the Nogi curriculum, I'm mentoring Mafai just now. Yeah.
Makes sense, man.
Yeah.
I roll with him, man. I mean, if he likes it, how old is he?
Mafai, he just turned 20.
Bro, like,
very young.
He just needs to be accountable, like, of the responsibility he's got. That's it. As long as you are accountable, you know. He's
shown up every single class, and he asked for this as well. So.
Then he's on the right. I wish I had that opportunity. I'll just keep it at that when I was here, you know.
I wish I had the sense of responsibility that he has as well.
For me, like, when I'm not as meticulous, because I know how meticulous you are with your preps, like, for class and stuff. All I do is, I don't write stuff. That's maybe also how I try and keep my mind sharp. If I forget something, I keep myself accountable. So when I go to a class, I watch, okay, I'll make a note. This, for Jiu-Jitsu, it's like 2 weeks. I take 2 weeks. This week we are looking at escapes, just escapes from, like, whatever, right? Then I don't make mental notes, but I know exactly which kid who needs what, who needs which training partner. I kind of sometimes micromanage too, because sometimes 2 training partners are not, like, you know, they're on different pages.
Yeah.
And I know if I just move someone from here to this, they'll both be better off, have a more productive thing. So for beginners, I do that. Not for a little intermediate classes. I don't even, you know, So
you're right in the 2-week cycle part. I think if it's anything over 2 weeks of the same theme, people get bored. And for example, like the one thing that's really missing at Arete right now, in my opinion, is front headlocks. No one's using front headlocks because it's been primarily a gi gym, right? But at the same time, there's 3 factors you need to take into consideration when it comes to front headlocks. Number 1, learning how to defend takedowns from the front headlock position, go-behinds, guillotines, and obviously katagatame variations, so like anaconda, dars, and stuff like that. And you need to be able to balance all 3 at the same time and learn how to kind of follow when they try and escape from bad positions as well. But long story short, I did it for 4 weeks just to test it out. By week 3 and 4, the classes got really quiet really quickly. Just because, just the 9 to 5 person, they just don't like getting their neck grabbed onto.
I kind of like mine. Yesterday I was rolling with Jason, right? The big black belt. His name is Jason, right?
Is he the Filipino guy? Big tall guy, kind of like tan skin.
Yeah.
He's black. He's Filipino Israeli.
Yeah, him. Yeah,
He's really good.
He's a black belt.
Yeah,
right?
he used to train out.
I was rolling with him, bro.
yeah.
5 minutes, he had my neck, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, early first minute, he swept me. Boom. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Now I know, like, he's not going 100%. At 80, 90%, he's squeezing. I'm like, bro, I gotta, like, get the hell out of here, man.
Number one, he's good. Number two, he used to train at Marcelo Garcia, so there you go, you know.
Bro, all that butterfly sweeps now, it makes sense. Like, okay, I thought I had a decent balance. Like, where is it? Like, come on, brother. Like,
yeah. So, yeah, speaking of jiu-jitsu as well, is there any meta right now that you're really interested in? Like, any kind of subject area that you're kind of like, oh, I really want to learn that?
In MMA overall, just jiu-jitsu, you mean?
Let's go over jiu-jitsu for MMA, and then let's go into just jiu-jitsu as a sport as well.
Right now, I don't want to sound lazy, but I have really been liking sweeps, foot sweeps, like takedowns, but upper body takedowns, like knee taps.
Absolutely.
Like where I'm not diving for the leg. Bro, I've become decent in foot sweeps.
That's awesome.
Like with underhooks, and not just like with that arm drag and you sweep there. Bro, I love that shit. I'm throwing everybody, like even at my gym at least.
Yeah.
When we start, and someone gets a collar tie, 2-on-1, you rip and their momentum goes that way and you sweep them and you see them flying and landing. And I'm like, yo, you go home, please. There's like,
it's a different type of feeling when you manage to foot sweep them. It's like style points, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you remember how like Gordon hit foot sweep when someone was turning away and he kicks the leg away? Bro, I hit that a couple of times in good guys.
Yeah. That's,
Right, and I'm like, yo, how'd you like that now? Like,
what I love about that as well is like no one was really using that until ADCC when he fought Andre Galvao. Right?
Yeah.
That was like all the athletes did the same thing because they would be working for front, back, rear body lock situations and tripping people because it's so much more like energy efficient as well. Think about it, if you're doing like a 5-minute match and you lift and dump, lift and dump, lift and dump, you're gonna gas out, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
So that, without trying to sound lazy, for more efficiency part, I've been looking into that stuff and how Gordon does it actually. So I'm studying his tips, not studying, but watching, trying to use that, trying to break it down. And in jiu-jitsu part, on the stand-up part, but on the ground stuff, like just understanding half guard as a position, whether to pass or just hold or tire somebody out, like inside camping and stuff. Just again going back to energy efficiency, more than any submission or position, trying to
stay in the pocket.
I've
been doing that a lot recently as well.
Trying to just because yesterday I was rolling with Mafai. He was trying to do that head camp and trying to pass the half
high
guard.
tripod,
high tripod, Joseph style. And I was like, okay, now I gotta work, not letting him pass. Then when I sweep him and I'm trying to do the same thing, trying to tire him out and so get higher. Yeah. So just whatever's online, to be basic, like whatever's, I try and keep up with the jiu-jitsu trends. Like
it's hard to keep up with the amount of instructions that come out, I must admit. Especially with launching the nogi program for like beginners that are intimidated to join nogi. Everyone's just like, it's just the fear of the unknown, right? But we've got like a white belt program for like for gi, so they got no problem with that. They can go into the all levels after a few months. But with nogi, it can just seem very intimidating when I'm starting everything from standing. We're going to be starting from this position, rear body lock. We're going to try and do this, or go for an arm drag foot sweep. It can be anything like that. So that's one of the reasons why I've been trying to aggressively launch this beginners program, so people feel a little bit safer about joining.
For me, I don't want to sound like a person without empathy. I have the deepest empathy when somebody rolls up to a gym, and for the first time, I can see like they see jiu-jitsu when they roll up to the gym. They've only heard about it or seen in video, but when a new guy or girl comes to the gym, first things first, I try to make sure it's not about don't worry about, they see people rolling. I said, like, don't look at that. They've been doing it for like 2-3 years now. Just learn to shrimp first, learn to roll. I really try and spoon feed them. Like, okay, just be patient, because at the same time, I am analyzing their I'm analyzing their personality to how patient they are as a person. And if I see some signs of like spazziness, this, that, then I'm like, yo, maybe this is not for you.
Yeah.
Maybe this is not for you.
This is actually a really interesting subject, because when I was in Malaysia for that Joseph Cheng camp, Professor Bruninho was back from Brazil, because you know what I'm talking about, like Bruninho, right? That Brazilian guy. He runs Hikari. He used to be part of I can't remember the name, Monarchy. But long story short, I did a 50-minute interview with him, and he just told me during COVID time he had to leave. He had no choice. So he went back to Brazil, and basically he just thought in his mind, what do I need to do? I need to learn how to spread jiu-jitsu more efficiently and how to make it more palatable. Because back in the day when he was teaching at Monarchy, if people came in and they just couldn't do it, it's like, oh, this is not for you then, basically. But like, how can you do that? You know what I mean? Like, at the same time, I get where he's coming from. It's not always for everyone, but at the same time, like, it's your job to make it so that they fall in love with it as well, right?
For me, it's not about the person who is not coachable.
Yeah.
It's more about their attitude as a beginner.
Yeah.
When they come forward with a bad attitude, like, you know, they're like grunting and they're sad, like they got tapped out, like frustrated, like hitting the mat, punching the mat after getting tapped out.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, like beginners, like big guys, they get choked out.
Really?
They just hit the mat. I'm like, brother, this is not for you. Then.
Yeah.
Like,
man.
So that's that. I'm not trying to discourage anyone.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody is taking time to learn something, I will go out of my way to teach them whatever I know. But it's just, as a beginner, when someone rolls into the gym with a bad attitude, right? They're taking up too much space, like they are trying to wrestle everybody, like not, you know what I'm saying? Even people half their size, they're trying to like go hard, like that just shows something that I need to see. Yeah. Then once they start hitting the mat or like cussing out in a non-friendly way, I'm okay with the friendly banter cussing at the gym. Like I'm
when
fine
it's actually
with that.
like bad intentions.
It's with bad. Then I'm like, brother, we gotta have a talk, you know. Then maybe this is not for you. That's what I meant to say. So that's when I really analyze what you really, because the mats, they say, exposes who you really are, bro. Like as that temperament, you know.
It's an interesting one. Like, I've never had to deal. Well, I've only had maybe 2 people having a bit of a tantrum, but that's about it in general. It's interesting. Like, you get that quite a lot over.
Not quite a lot. A few.
Once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. Yeah. But it really, I have to address it. I cannot like look the other way.
No. As soon as it happens, you gotta address it immediately.
And the funniest thing is, I hate to say it, they're all foreigners. It's not local Nepalese people. It's like some foreigner dude who has some kind of like complex, you know. They already come with a complex, like they know stuff. Like, brother, you need to, and they start, you know. I'm like, brother, I think this is not for you. Like,
sometimes, that is the case, unfortunately. Yeah. That's really fascinating. Huh. Yeah. So, in an idea,
can I say that other thing?
Yeah, go for it.
And most of them, some of them are like who pose as yoga, fucking Zen ones, huh?
Yeah, and they're supposed to be the most emotionally.
I'm like, yo, what's up? Aren't you? What's your chakra like right now? Yeah. Shut the F up, right? You are a phony freaking Zen master. Some half your size mounted you and you spazzed out, and you sell yourself as your entire personality is Zen, and you
completely exposed.
Yo, you a phony ass like dude, man. Like, that's my personal experience. So it's so funny, you know. Like, I think Jiu-Jitsu people can be better yoga practitioners. Yeah. Because you put in like bad positions against your will. You know?
Yeah, because there's not really a lot.
When you're doing yoga and you're doing a split, it's you.
Yeah.
But imagine someone is doing a banana split on you.
Yeah, exactly. That's an interesting one, like with emotional intelligence as well. Yeah, I hate these like Zen.
Bro, like...
Yeah, you get a lot of them in Bali as well, don't you?
No, but like the Bali ones, maybe towards the ones you're talking about is more towards Ubud side.
Yeah.
The place where the gym is, they just want to like train. Like the culture is just about training, being fit, looking good, you know, eating good, and just training. And Rabindra has just fit like a hand in a glove types in that team.
With Rabindra, he's training with another Nepalese guy over there, Yuki.
Yuki
right?
and Dambe. Yeah.
So those guys are, it's quite synergistic by the looks of things.
100%, bro. It's like, it's because of Yuki we are there. He invited us. We had never met Yuki before.
And he just like reached out.
He said, "Yo, I think I've showed your case to our coach here. He wants you guys to come in." So we were like, let's go.
Yeah, I also wanted to ask actually, what's the background with Yuki? How did he end up in Bali? Obviously,
Yuki?
he's Nepalese. Yeah, but just
Bro, Yuki is a. If you look at the contrast of Rabindra's life and Yuki's life, they are exact end of the spectrum.
Really,
100%. Rabindra comes geographically. Rabindra comes from the westernmost part of Nepal. If you look at Nepal as a triangle, Rabindra comes from the westernmost part. Yuki comes from the easternmost. Right, and all the rest of us are in the middle. Right. So Rabindra's story. Gonna child labor, this, that, do his thing. Found MMA eventually in Delhi, where it's like a circle. He started in Delhi, now he's doing a title fight in Delhi. Right, it's come full circle. Whereas Yuki, as a kid, he grew up with his grandfather teaching him like karate, taekwondo stuff. His grandfather was one of the most revered Gurkha soldier. He passed away unfortunately, but he comes from a pure bloodline of like mercenary, freaking headhunters, you know? I'm not even exaggerating, brother. So out of that British Army lineage, he got his British passport, and as a kid, he moved pretty young, like 9, 10-year-old maybe. He moved to the UK and went to a good school, you know, boarding school in UK, wearing all the suits and stuff, like I did too, actually, to be honest. So learned all the banter there as a kid. His banter is like next level, man. Yeah. Like British that guy can, bro, like I'm like, this guy's funny as hell, man. And that room in SOMA, if you don't have good banter, either you should not be really good with English, that you don't understand it. But if you understand English and you can't banter, they're gonna eat you up. They're teaching you a subtle way of fighting too, right? Yeah. You never know what kind of opponent you get. Like they're gonna talk you in the middle of the fight, whatever. Yeah. So that room is owned by like most of it like Aussie, Kiwi, British. Banter is like next level, right?
That's my type of humor.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. So they crack a lot of jokes, man, in SOMA. That's why I like it a lot. Nairobi understands too. So yeah, talking about Yuki, he's phenomenal. He grew up in UK, and then he really learned most of his skills at British Top Team, which is run by Brad Prickett, ex-UFC, ex-UFC vet, legend. So so his main coach was Brad Prickett. Grew up with, all were like all UFC fighters from the gym. He was amateur. So both of these guys are just 26 right now, and they are working in a good team, you know, taking opportunities wherever they can get. And people back home really resonate with both of them.
Mate, the Nepalese fans, man, they're like the most loyal, fierce fans ever. Every time I get to talk to you, every time I share anything with you, Rabindra or Sisan, just all my socials just blow the fuck up. It's crazy. It's
they like their stories, you know. It's because like Sisan has done a good job to tell Rabindra's story so far, and Yuki's too. So he is the amplifier to their story.
I mean,
So, yeah.
that's basically what it is when it comes to, it's all about stories, like being able to tell a story, you know?
Yeah, Season, I respect him because he comes to the mat and gets dirty. Like, you know, he can be doing, he has that thing. He's one of the biggest YouTubers of our country, whatever. He has a busy guy, travel, but he'll find a way to like come train with all of us, like get his ass kicked, but he shows up. He just wants to learn the sport before he can go around like pose as a director or whatever of whatever projects he's planning. So when he does that, I see him get hit and like wins with pain, this, that, strike, grapple, whatever, tired. I'm like, okay, this guy really wants it. So, okay, respect.
Yeah.
Mutual respect right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Yuki, because of him, we're in Bali, to be honest. So, it was not just because of Yuki, but Rabindra proved himself too. Yuki was, I'm sure Yuki was like, okay, I put in a word for these two pricks to come and like join the core team. They better put in the work too, and we had never met before.
Yeah.
So Yuki put his name on the line right now. Because when I'm there, I train as a fighter too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just there watching. I'm there training like I'm a body. I'm gonna give you my best. We're training twice a day, thrice a day, whatever. And the coach, and I'm trying to help the gym too with holding pads, trying to learn as much as I can when I'm in SOMA.
Exactly.
Like
That's what I was thinking as well.
What combination they learn, how did it, so I come back to Nepal and teach it, you know. Try and take something from Arete, take something from SOMA. Whenever I travel, I visit gyms, try to take something. Even though our infrastructure might be a little to the limit right now, but the quality of the class and whatever my guys in my core team learn, striking, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, stuff as well, yeah.
It's important, man. I mean, once you become like the head coach, you have very little to no time to be a student again. And it can be frustrating at times as well, but at the same time, I think...
But it's hella frustrating, to be honest.
It is, but at the same time, when you think about it this way, in order to learn something, if you teach it, you'll get better at it as well. That's the thing. I'm not saying don't teach something you don't know, but what I'm trying to say is if you want to learn a new subject area that's closely related to something you already know, being able to transfer that information is going to help.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But I'm always... But sometimes it's like, it's easy to say like, everyone is like motivated all the time, you know, but there's sometimes I'm just burned out, I'm just burned out. Doing striking, sparring, this, that, I'm just burned out, and sometimes my motivation just tanks.
Oh yeah, I don't want to look at the inside of a gym.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm like, it just tanks, and when it tanks, I just need to get out of the valley a little bit, 2-3 days, go on like a bike ride or something, like get out, just don't even look at the gym. When I reach a destination, I go for a long run, like 2-3 hour long run up the mountain, listen to music, you know. Then after I come down, then again I'm like reset. Okay, now ready.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's probably one of my biggest issues is I don't reset. I'm always just thinking, like consistently thinking about stuff about the gym.
I have to reset like after a big month, you know. Like, I don't know where I read this, but they or heard it. They said like if you're training a solid month, take a week, light week.
Yeah, rest. Well, I mean, rest is part of training as well, and I think that's like probably the one area I'm found wanting in the most. I guess I'm always just thinking about, oh shit, I got to do that. Oh shit, I got to do that. Trying to, especially when it comes to classes as well. Someone was really surprised when I said this. A couple of my blue belt students were like just talking to me, and I was just saying, could you give me some feedback on how the nogi fundamentals has been going on and stuff like that? Because like honestly, if I was gonna give myself a score, I'd say it was like 4 out of 10. And then they're like, "Are you joking?" I'm like, "No, I really like. If I feel like I taught a bad fucking class, like I get really, really low, and I get like really depressed about it. And yeah, sometimes." You gotta kind of like take it easy a little bit as well. But man, like honestly, like I need to teach a good class, and that means if I have to study 2 to 3 hours a week on a new subject matter of whatever I'm teaching, I have to bang it into my head and I have to do the work basically. And if it doesn't come out really well, I get really, really angry. But
no, I mean, Early is lucky to have guys like you, you know, run the ship right now, like the class and stuff. Like, it's the most funniest part is sometimes when I take a beginner's class, and it's like 1.5, I finish it with like positional sparring, like this and that. And when you break the class, everyone starts clapping. I'm like, yo, guys, please, like, we don't have to clap for you.
They do it on purpose at me after class. Like, if you see the videos, they all clap when I tell them not to bloody clap. They do it because it annoys me, and they know it annoys me.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing, guys? I just showed you how to break an arm. Like, there's nothing to clap there.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
Because there's this thing, bro, like, sometimes as a coach to coach, you know, like, you're responsible for their growth because they have paid money to be good at whatever, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, right? So you are responsible for... So I try and... Because I'm just trying to talk about my lock and roll, like, sorry.
No, not
so. When someone comes to lock and roll, like I might have said this earlier, initially, couple of days in, I can tell this guy or girl has competition aspirations, or they just don't know it yet, or this guy or girl is just here to train, make friends, just learn new skill, whatever, right? So then in my mind, I'll block them into, whenever I see X, Y, Z, I'm like, okay, this guy can be, he just don't know it yet, or she can be, whereas, okay, this dude, he just wants to learn how to do basics of jiu-jitsu, right? So I treat them accordingly. I can switch from one to the next.
Yeah.
But if I know you have good potential, I'll start taking you more accountable for your training. And within the class, let's say the class is of 30 people. Let's say 20 are just hobbyists.
Yeah.
10 maybe good for competition. So now I have split personality within the class itself. With 20 people, I'm cracking jokes, trying to keep it light. You know, even if you screw it up, okay, I'll show it 1,000, I'll break it down. But for the 10, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, where's your head right now? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Just, so when I interact with my own people who come to the gym, with some I have like really friendly banter kind of a relation, and with some it's like coach-student. We are not friends, you know? So if you fall into that coach-friend kind of relation, then I mean business with you, because I expect a certain level from you, and I know you for a fact, I've seen the force in you, and if you just put your discipline and everything aligned, you will go a long way.
You hold them to a different standard.
Yeah, exactly. And if there's like 20, I'll just chill. I don't care. Just free roll, whatever. Like, you know, but learn something in the process.
Nice. So, speaking of students, that's the next thing I wanted to get into, actually, is you recently ran a jiu-jitsu competition. Yeah. How many people came in the end?
Like 50.
50?
Yeah.
How many divisions did you have?
4.
4 divisions.
And 1 female and 1 blue belt division. Okay. Blue belt was like absolute. Straight up,
How did it go?
It was good, man. Surprisingly, everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't enjoy it because I was more worried someone's gonna break their arm or get injured, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And I gotta break my head over it. I was on my head, bro. These guys were almost ripped their arms off, like the socket and stuff, like. So I was like, bro, sweating.
I mean, you're coaching and you're running the competitions like me and Simon Cup. It's just like you can't enjoy it. You know? Like,
I wasn't coaching. I was the referee, bro.
Man, like, yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people showed up. You know, I was surprised. So it was more like lock and roll. We have 2 teams. So it was like 2 teams versus we had like 2-3 other gyms. Yeah. White belts like showing up.
It's good that they came though.
Yeah, I was super proud of them.
I mean, that's how everyone's going to get better if you all kind of like participate, you know? And say, I'm going to host this competition, a few people from the other gyms come and join. It's really important because it lets you gauge where you're at as well.
I do have like a issue sometimes, like there are other gyms too. You know, I told you this before.
Yeah.
Even with like invitations and stuff.
Yeah.
Their coaches don't want. So I'm like, you yourselves don't do any competition that we can come and compete with you guys. But when we do make a platform, you guys don't want to show up.
Yeah.
And you just gaslight your students saying it's not worth it. I'm like, but you are grading them. Because you are grading, brother, I'll say something, all right? This is a problem. I need you to help me out here. So there are some gyms just giving out blue belts for white belts.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah, like candy.
Yeah, and then when I'm giving, I hold lock and roll blue belts up to Arade standards,
Exactly.
and even higher, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Right? So I know what a blue belt looks like because I myself won for the longest time, right? And these other gyms are just giving blue belts and diluting the entire thing. So I'm like, I don't know how to handle now. Should I completely get rid of belt system or do I stick to it? Because in that blue belt division that we had, this brother from another gym came in, and he's like full on blue belt, like fucking swag, right? Bro came in, got smashed, hammered,
Well,
right? And then I'm like, bro, our white belts can beat this blue belt. I'm not trying to be like all from a bigger, but I'm just like quality control. How do we
You can't. You can only control, the only thing that you can control is your own gym, and that's the only thing you should focus on, right? We hold all our students to a higher standard. And this was actually an interesting discussion, because Andrew never used to give out stripes, if you remember, right?
Yeah.
And then we started giving out stripes to white belts, but after that, no more stripes, right? And yeah, at the end of the day, stripes don't really mean much. I hate to say it. I mean, it's good for white belts when they really don't know where they're at, right? But at the same time, it's just like, when it comes to promotion and stuff like that, a lot of people don't come to our gym because apparently we don't give out stripes after colored belts, basically. Don't worry about their standards. Like, honestly, it's going to be, at the end of the day, like, when it comes to combat sports, it's a meritocracy. When they compete against each other, they're going to get a reality check.
No, I mean, I'm not worried per se, but I'm just like,
it's frustrating.
I just look at my team. We are not just our team. I like to think we are leading for entire Nepal, you know, because people do look up to us, right, to set the standard. We are trying to set the standard, but there are other people who have been veterans in this business, are just trying to sell short, you know, trying to compromise for lesser quality. And it doesn't bother me. I'm just like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you live by a different code than other people.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. See, it used to frustrate me as well, and like sometimes I see like students from another gym, for example, not in Thailand, somewhere else. I had a recent discussion with this with someone, but yeah, just looking at what their purple belts are, and I was just like there's 4 straight white belts that are my students that could beat the crap out of your students, you know. And just sometimes I just feel like when it comes to belts, sometimes people give out belts for loyalty. You know what I mean? It's different for us. It's like you want the belt from us, and it's not about us giving it to you. It's you earning it at the end of the day. So it's just it's a different mentality, you know. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. And then, I mean, you proved your point as well, right? Your blue belts hammered their blue belts, so it's just like, well, there you go. There's your standard. Here's our standard. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. It can be frustrating, I understand.
It's only frustrating if you're trying to worry about everyone's development.
Yeah.
Right? If you're only worried about your own, then there's no frustrating at all. It's only sometimes, you know, I take it upon myself that everyone should be good, like, you know, in and around me at least. Like, everyone should be up to, then it's probably why I left sports, like, I mean, team sports.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
At the end of the day, the only thing you can really control is what's within your vicinity, basically. Because like at the same time, this is one of the reasons, it's combat sports, and it's like, you know, it's business at the end of the day as well, right? So everyone's running their business in the way that they think it's okay. That's why basically some gyms, they just don't get along with each other. And then some people just like some head coaches at different gyms, for example, you just kind of like really gel really well. A really good example of that is the current head coach at Carpe Diem Bangkok, Shamsuddin. Shout out, good luck. He's fighting tonight. He's doing a grappling match, and I sponsored him. But yeah, he's Dagestani, right? Guys like that, they're just like they're a different standard, and they live by like a code of honor as well, and that's what we get along basically. We don't talk too much, we just do, you know.
Right now, me as an MMA thing, I'm getting tremendously along with boxing coaches.
Yeah.
I really have started studying boxing as an art, to be honest with you. I've not stopped, my attention to this grappling was like 70-30. Now it's more like 50-50.
That's good.
Especially like with the boxing with the hands. We have 2 boxing coaches in our gym right now who are themselves amateur, like national champs and stuff. So I've really spoken to them what we should focus on: mid-range boxing, long-range boxing, feints, footwork, and just landing that basic fundamental hands. And it did kind of show in the last NWC, where guys who were before just grapplers were like piecing people up, who were they were underdogs in striking, and they were just jabbing their faces. I'm like, man, okay. And the crowd also goes nuts when someone's boxing MMA terms, bro. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's easy to tell what's going on when it comes to striking.
So for me, I want lock and roll fighters not just be efficient, but also please the crowd. If you want to win, I swear, bro, like, I have understood MMA through travel and watching, like, One Championship, Brave, now other things, like looking everything closely. The Brave card that we went, the main event was so freaking boring because it was just like grabbing each other against the fence. Top fighters, bro. Trust me, they'll win UFC fighters. But number one, they don't speak English, and number two, all they do is wrestle. And they're from Georgia and Kyrgyzstan or someplace like that, right? And I'm like, these guys could have been in UFC 100%, but just their style is not very fan appealing. Sometimes in MMA, even if you lose, you win with your style. Just with your style. So I don't enforce anybody in lock and roll like you have to grapple. You have to freaking take him down.
You have to.
I show them basics of whatever, then I say pick your style. Be yourself. Whatever goes to you, we'll make a game plan around it. They have the complete, especially in amateur ranks. That's where we are. We are an amateur team with huge aspirations. So we know where we stand. We are furthest thing away from a pro team. But when you're an amateur, you can be more like, you can find, as a coach and as an athlete, your relation, your skill set. You know, in NWC, when people yell when there's a strike off happening, and as a promoter also, I'm like, okay, if I am to break through Nepal's crowd, I have to have a balance of MMA, not just make it like a showcase of Jiu-Jitsu is the art. I need to slowly bring boxers, kickboxers, Muay Thai fighters, and give them fair fights. Not just put up a wrestler and just to show pure domination of grappling. Let the striking arts ease their way into MMA. That's been my goal towards NWC and for Nepalese fight fans, and even for Rabindra. I really wish is striking this time they're gonna see a knockout, man.
That's awesome. So I was gonna quickly ask you a few questions, give you a limited amount of time to answer, if that's okay with you.
But I like this, man. Every time I come here, there's something off the cuff,
so it's like it's basically rapid fire, right? So I just wanted to go over it very quickly because I always like these because you have to answer off the cuff as quick as possible, basically, and they're always like controversial questions. But we're gonna do 1 minute instead of 90 seconds, so you gotta kind of like just
like positional sparring.
Basically. Okay. So the first question is the thing you hate most about promotion and coaching.
Promotion.
Like new belts.
And coaching, promotion, I just sometimes, like you said, people more than the credibility, people use it for business marketing type. So it undermines
What it's
our
supposed to be.
lineage and everything, like, you know. So it's just when someone attacking your family, like it's
Yeah.
almost close to that, you know. So that's what I hate about promotion. So
Yeah.
even when I try to give people promotion, like I really had to make sure, like, would my coaches promote this guy?
Yeah.
So that was and I really, without any bias, nothing, okay, if I think my coaches would promote this guy, okay, you get it, right?
Good answer. All right. Is there anything you hate about coaching?
None so far.
Awesome.
Except for spazzy people, like.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Question number 2 is best athletes you've met and worked with, and worst athletes you've worked with.
Off the cuff of my head, best athlete I think I've worked with is this Icelandic gentleman called Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Yep, he lives in Nepal right now. He's a 45-year-old gentleman, ex-MMA fighter. Bro, when I say genes, genetics,
Viking genes.
Bro, you should see the leg on this guy, bro. He's like my body.
Yeah.
So he must be 95 kg, 100 kg, of just ball of muscle, right?
Yeah.
And he's the taekwondo guy, very flexible, jiu-jitsu, brown belt. He's like Gunnar Nelson's training partner.
Damn.
Bro, like legit, he is our taekwondo, like a side coach in lock and roll. So he comes in for open mats and stuff and all. So he's probably the best athlete I've worked so far.
Yep.
100%. And the worst, there's a few, man. Not just one, there's plenty, bro. Like,
It's all right. You don't have to name anybody. All right. Yeah.
bro, but
So-
you must see that Bjorn guy.
Yeah.
He's like maybe an inch taller, inch and a half taller than me, but he's like his neck, everything. If he makes a wrist lock,
Yeah.
you cannot peel it off.
Yeah.
You just can't peel it off. Then what are we doing here, bro? Like,
Question 3. So this is a good one for you because, I mean, your social media game or your team has an incredible social media game, basically.
thanks, man.
I mean-
Means a lot coming from you, bro.
You have to be. You have to be, you know, at the end of the day. Content
Either
is
you
king,
shape
know?
up or you ship out.
Exactly. So the question number 3 is, do you think there's an overuse of social media in jiu-jitsu, or is marketing important in the current age of social media?
I think, yeah, I'm a firm believer that marketing, how you market, is like very important.
Absolutely.
It cannot, like, if you don't want to do it, yeah, no one's forcing you, but if you use social media solely as a tool and not to DM your students and stuff, like,
Yeah.
call them, yo, thanks for that role and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, don't get me started on that one, bro. Yeah.
so it can be a tool, you know, how you use it, especially if you're running a gym, you can really use social media in this current day. And if you don't, I mean, no one's forcing you, but you probably be on the losing side of the advancement of technology and marketing.
Absolutely. Question number 5. Oh, sorry. Question number 4. What do you think is a negative trend in jiu-jitsu affecting the community?
Just, what do you call it? Idol worshipping, I would say. Blind idol worshipping, you know, that.
Everyone says the same thing.
So I've seen, like, even when coaches teach shit, people just blind loyalty, I would say.
Yeah.
Blind loyalty to a bad role model, you know. So I've seen that, and I try my best. I'm not saying I'm perfect for this.
Yeah.
But every time I wake up, I just want to be the best role model on the mats for the kids I deal and the people who, you know, pay to come and work with me. You know, I'm fortunate because people pay to come and do the thing with me that I love the most. I'm like, what is happening out here?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, sometimes I might cuss you out. It's just because I want you to do better. Like, it's not because I hate you or something.
Good answer. Question number 5. This is a good one, actually. What's your policy on gym etiquette you wish more gyms did or didn't do?
I think like when you grow up a belt and stuff, it's not just technique, but I think people going up a belt class should be more approachable as well for people coming in. You don't have to take a class to justify your belt or whatever. But if you are a purple belt, even like a hobby purple belt, the gym should at least tell them like, yo, you know what it's like to be a beginner. Could you please like interact with beginners, like socially? Just make them, help them. Sometimes, I mean, it depends on your personality as well. Some people just don't want to talk and, you know. But I think when you come into a gym, and that's why I like SOMA, because out there is a very, not that saying Arate isn't, but even more so than Arate, when you go to SOMA, everyone is so welcoming, like
it's very important.
You know, and you feel like, they make you feel like you are part of them. So I think just approachability and everything is secondary after that, I think.
That's good. Question number 6, what are some red flags people should watch out for when choosing a gym?
Red flags, just overpriced, man. Just overpriced doesn't mean you're the best, like they give the best stuff. Red flags, don't judge the gym by the infrastructure and the price. You know, just, that's one. And for me, and then also some gyms, like, I feel if they use like conditioning and all a lot, like to mask their inability of MMA skills. Some gyms I've seen, they'll say MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, but 60% of their class is just doing like kettlebell and stuff. I'm like, that's because you got shitty coaches and you just want to make your people feel like you worked a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, they don't even know what a side control is. I'm like, get the F out of here, man. That's a red flag.
Good answer. Kevin, he was on UFC BJJ recently.
I followed that.
And I asked him this question. It went super viral. Some people got like super triggered by it as well. But I think like as a gym owner as well, he's thought about this quite a lot.
His social media is pretty funny, dude.
He's it basically like his TikTok basically paid his rent during COVID as well. It's crazy. But he's always been passionate about that kind of stuff. And like shout out to Kevin, dude, congratulations about being on UFC BJJ, man. You're a great guy, and I couldn't think of anybody better that can happen to. Question number 7. What are some misconceptions about being a coach or gym owner that social media doesn't show?
Like, you know everything and stuff. Because most of the social media of coaches are like, I know all the answers. I do all the fucking research. Like, what do you do? Do you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be like, I'm a coach, but I don't know anything. I don't even know half of anything. Like, I might know little, and what through my experience I'll help you. And social media, you have to portray like you know everything as a coach, right? So I'm cool with openly saying like I don't know shit, man. But what I do know, like I think I can build on that, and I'll help you what I know as well. Like.
Good answer. That's another thing as well. Is like pretending that you know everything is one thing, but being able to admit that you don't know is another thing. If someone asks me something and I don't know, I'll tell them straight up, let me find out for you. Simple as that. Question number 8. Is there a move or technique you think is completely overrated?
Move or technique that I think is completely overrated? That in beginners when they cross their feet and someone does that.
Oh, the ankle lock thing.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I think that's overrated.
It doesn't work. All you got to do is push their head forward. That's it, and they can't bridge anymore.
Do like a.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nelson.
Power half. Yeah. Exactly. Good answer. Yeah. Yeah. So a few more questions.
Please.
Before we close. What's next for you? Any big plans or projects? I mean, we've already discussed Rabindra, so let's say Lock and Roll, NWC. What's the next projects?
For me, it's always be growth of my own understanding of Jiu-Jitsu. And as a gym, what I can transfer my everything from here on out to everyone who comes to my gym, you know. standing, striking, grappling, wrestling, whatever, little bits of everything I know, you know, try and make a package and broaden on that package a little more of what I can transfer, my communicating skills, my marketing skills, my collaboration skills with other coaches, this, that, like everything of it. And at the same time, make sure we give a fantastic product in NWC, because NWC has a life in its own, and they're really good people. But at this time, we need good support from sponsors, this, that. But just approach everything with gusto, you know, like, and yeah, just be a decent, chill guy, dude.
Yeah. All right. And my last question was, who would you like to thank?
Sorry?
Who would you like to thank?
Thank. Like I said earlier, every time I'm here, I gotta, you know, admit to Arade's role in my journey so far and beyond. And beyond that, you know, just my mom and dad and everyone else that now they see my vision, you know, what I'm working towards, and they open like their support towards what I'm doing and stuff. And all my friends, my close friends, they know who they are. So
good answer.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah.
And thanks, man, for having me here. And
it's
just
all good. It's always a pleasure having you, man.
But I have a question before ending.
Sure.
What's this new ecological stuff, man? I've tried looking stuff, bro. It just rattles my brain, man.
It's a little bit hard to explain. It was so there's a coach, or I think he's a scientist, called Dr. Robert Gray, basically, and it's about the science of like how information gets transferred and how you kind of like get better at certain things, basically. And the argument is this approach is better than. Or you can call it constraints-led approach as well, but apparently it's better than, instead of giving the answers to everyone, you make them figure it out for themselves, basically. But the one thing is, if you want to implement it, you really have to do your work. You really have to do your studying. Because just like saying do positional sparring now, it doesn't work like that. You really need to kind of think things through.
But like when people come in the gym, they want to be spoon-fed, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, like there's certain gyms that are implementing it right now, and the results speak for themselves. Like without even being in the US, for example, Dan Reed from Catch Jiu-Jitsu in Taiwan, he implemented it. All his guys are medaling right now, right?
So what is this, like a typical class look like for this mindset?
So, for example, Kevin taught a very, very basic class for one of our classes when Gianni was here competing for one. The warm-up was nice and simple. We start from a single leg situation. If I manage to bring the leg up towards my armpit and hold it, I win the game, basically. It can be like, it's just little progressions and little wins. Win conditions are continuous, basically. And then the actual class itself was working from a double unders position. First thing we're going to do is we're going to try and maintain the position. If I manage to bring one of my elbows in, I win. And then from there, it kind of like developed further on to like level 1, 2, and 3. You're going to try and get into the mounted armbar position. You're going to try and get into a bit more of a complicated armbar situation, or level 3. But then the interesting thing about that whole class was, I must admit, it was one of the most productive classes I've ever been to, right? And another thing that was really interesting was, he asked the class, who knows how to do a mounted armbar? Quite a lot of people are going to raise their hands, right? Who successfully pulled it off every single time? And everyone just kind of went, oh, damn, you know? So I think there is something to it. And yeah, like Preet's using it from Estonia, right? A lot of guys are trying to implement it now. And I think there is some utility to it, but you can start slow and see if it works for you. But yeah, there's a lot of like base study that you're gonna have to do before you implement it, basically.
And how is it different from positional sparring that you do for like half an hour?
It's more conditional, and there's a lot more explanation going on. But if you actually check out some of the classes that Greg Souders taught in B-Team, for example, you can see what he's doing, and that'll be like a good example of a class. But if it's taught well, it's really productive. If it's and yeah, I just like when Kevin came and taught the class, it was incredible, I thought.
How is it different from Danner's class he takes with the fight team? Because I watched those trainings he puts out in his vlog.
Structure's a little bit different. There is a little
He
bit of
starts
like
directly from just you know Toriando pass or
there is a certain amount of CLE that he implements as well, but it's just like it's named something different, and it just depends on what they're learning on that given day.
Sometimes is it just the nomenclature that's different, but you're doing the same thing in some way, or just to stand out you use a certain word, but
it's a little bit more complicated than that, I realized, because like a lot of people just say it's positional sparring, but to be honest, I think it's a little bit more than that. But yeah, that's like another 1 hour discussion, to be honest. I'll talk to you about it like later on, and I'll give you a little bit more of an idea.
But sometimes people just talk about the new trend.
They think it's a trend, but at the same time, I think there is utility to it.
I personally haven't experienced it personally, so
that's Well, you're here for a while, so I'll definitely discuss it with you.
Makes sense.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Wait 1 sec, Mac. I got some stuff for you.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. I always get excited when I see some new lock and roll stuff.
Bro, comes all the way from Nepal.
That's what's up.
There you go, man.
Oh, you remembered about the hoodie and the mouth guard. That's awesome, mate. Can I open it?
Please, please. I was hoping you would. I'll take a video of this, okay? Yo, how's it, man?
It looks beautiful, mate. Thank you very much.
All right.
Loving it.
Bro, there's like custom mouth guards too.
That's what's up. Thanks very much, brother.
Bro.
All right.
Thanks, Mac. Thank you so much, man, for always giving me time, man.
All good, mate.